ushering in the new year with a new movie review. As you can tell, my Christmas tree is still up. It is January 2nd, 2026. It is the new year. It is not Christmas, I promise you. But this movie that we're going to be reviewing is multi-generational, is what I would describe it as. Because Finding Nemo was probably, when I was a kid, the greatest movie ever from ages like 3 to 4. So in that timeline, this movie just completely took over my mind. I was transfixed. I couldn't break away from this movie. It was so good. And so, in rewatching it, I was prepared for a nostalgia overload. But what I wasn't prepared for was a masterpiece of a movie. Let me break it down for you. This movie came out in 2003 and actually almost beat Lord of the Rings Return of the King for most money made gross in the year of 2003. Return of the King. Wow. Well, that's incredible. This movie was made by Andrew Stanton of Disney Pixar staff with a great cast. We got Albert Brooks playing Marlin, Ellen DeGeneres, not so generous anymore, playing Dory. You got Alexander Gold playing Nemo, and a bunch of other ones. But just an all-star cast with all-star animation. Now, this movie is brilliant because it does a lot of different things. And I'll explain to you as I bring my summary forth. The movie starts off with Marlin and Coral, the husband and wife clownfish, where Coral dies, as well as Marlin's whole family, except one, who turned out to be Nemo. And Nemo's got a little bit of a defect because apparently the egg that he was in had a crack, lost the use of... He's a disabled clownfish, essentially. That's literally what the movie is portraying him as. And he goes on this adventure, right? If you've seen the movie, you know it. He goes on this adventure. He gets taken by some divers, put into a fish tank at a dentist office, and then Marlin, the father, it's his journey to save his son. Now, before I go into specifics, Marlin has just seen his whole family, the love of his life, been destroyed. And so he is this overprotective, to the rule kind of guy. He's that dad who just won't let his kids play with plastic knives or something like that. Or maybe we can excuse, maybe we can you get the point. But he's not letting his kid play with anything. It's just wrapped in bubble wrap. And so when Nemo gets taken by the diver, he just flips out. He doesn't even know what to do. And so he is confronted with this decision to leave behind all his fear and to pursue his son. And that's essentially what his story is. He meets Dory, and Dory has short-term memory loss, and they're a team. They see sharks and jellyfish and turtles and all of the grandest sea creatures of the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. And Nemo's story is, because he has been sheltered, he literally does not have the courage or the ability to think during dangerous situations and to react accordingly. He's like terrified of making decisions. And so when they're in the dentist office, he's going to be given as a gift to the I think it's the granddaughter of or the niece, whatever. You get the point. You get the picture. It's like the relative of the dentist is going to get Nemo as a gift, and she kills fish. And the goal of the fish in the fish tank they're going to break out. And essentially, when Nemo's in the fish tank, he meets Gil. And Gil is a fantastic character, voiced by Willem Dafoe. I didn't know that. That's kind of wild. And he is also dealing with essentially a fish disability. His fin is like gone on one side of his fish body. And he shows Nemo that he can actually do more. He can overcome this crutch that he's been, afraid of and hiding. And he actually is able to pull this courage out of Nemo to where he actually ends up succeeding in escaping the fish tank. It's so wonderful. It's so beautiful how it's done. It's not too corny. It's wonderful. And then the reunion between the father and the son, who have both gone through these incredible character arcs where Marlin has faced every fear and Nemo has overcome all of the challenges that he's going through in life, and they reunite as this new father and son. And then Dory's arc is incredible because she begins as this all she is known for is this short-term memory. But she's the one who remembers Nemo's name at the very end and is able to bring Nemo to Marlin. It's a fantastic movie. I was surprised that I was so engaged in this childlike fantasy. The nostalgia was big. The rewatchability on this movie, I think, is pretty high. I feel like most people, if this movie was playing, would sit down and give it a chance. So, with those things said, time for my rating. I rate on a scale of 1 to 10. And I do factor in, all those things that I said. And factoring those things in, I am going to comfortably give this movie a 9 out of 10 movie. It's phenomenal. There's not much wrong with the movie. The only thing I would say is that the movie is long. It's much longer than I remember it being. And I looked at the clock and was like, holy moly, like my whole day is gone. So that's probably why as a kid I loved it so much, because it just took the days away from me, from my comprehension. But that's my review of Finding Nemo. I hope you enjoy it.